Well, thank you for joining us as we prepare for our service. Let's hold a moment of thought and prayer as we hold God's greatest good. And as we come together here at Unity of Kona, we pray for God's greatest good to do thy will, thy work in this service and in our lives. And so it is. Amen. Please ask you to shut your cell phones down as we now prepare for service. Aku mau mau. Aku mau mau pa. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e. Hele hoi akala o Mauka o Kona. Hele hoi o Makai, wherever you come from. As we say, kakaiaka e komamai. Good morning and welcome here at Unity of Kona. And what an honor it is to share some of the Hawaiian culture here at the Unity Church as we open our service with the Ao Mai prayer chant. The prayer chant is beseeching the Great Spirit and our ancestors for the wisdom told within the stories, underlying count of the meaning of the story, and the wisdom of our life experiences that become our stories. With this knowledge, we don't have to repeat things over and over. We learn from our past days, and we set aside all grievances and stones, and have no fear as we go into the depth darkness of our night, And then, of course, Ayala A comes the dawning of a new day. We don't have to pick up any stones and grievances. Every day we get a new chance to start over and do better in life, learning from the past. And what a beautiful ceremony it is, the Eomai prayer chant. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody here, guests and visitors joining us online. And as we get started with our service, I'll ask everybody to please stand. We'll do our affirmation for the month, vision, and mission statements. Affirmation this month. I release the old, embraces and renewal, and rejoice in the fullness of life. Yes, we do. Mahalo. Keakua. And here at Unity, we come together with a vision, a world, family of oneness, peace, and love, with our mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And while I've got everybody standing, we'll have our choir come up and we'll do our opening song for this month, Ubuntu. Ubuntu. There you go. No wham. All right, I got you. Ubuntu. It's kind of a fun song. Join us if you'd care to. There is a feeling deep in our hearts. We know that it's time for a new start. People around the world have come awake, seeing the problems and all that's at stake. Ubuntu, living the past and starting anew. What's good for all and not just a few? There is an answer, there is a way, a message given to us from the old days. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Loving our neighbors and lending a hand, giving and caring, the true nature of man. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Forgiving the past and starting anew. What's good for all and not just a few? There is an answer, there is a way, a message given to us from the old days. Loving our neighbors and lending a hand, giving and caring, the true nature of man. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, 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 ha. While we're all standing, let's greet one another here in the sanctuary. If you're joining us online, time to leave a little message in the comment section as we welcome everybody here to the sanctuary. We like this moment of fellowship. So please move around, say hello. Handshakes and hugs, everybody. Lots of new faces here today. God, I love these moments. Everybody gets together. It's Ohana. And if you know, Ohana means family, and it's not just your family, it's all the human family. We are all connected. It's a great group. They don't want to settle down. Hey, we got lots of food upstairs today, too. We're going to have a major fellowship hour upstairs before the board meeting. So we got a lot going on here at the service today. What an honor it is to share this aloha spirit. Aloha. Yeah, man, what an amazing place we have, and the congregation and the fellowship, the love that we share. I am so honored to be here. My name is Jim Carey as we get started. And so let's see, right, first of all, foremost, do we have any guests and visitors in the sanctuary? Would you like to please stand and give us your name and where you're from, if possibly? Barb's from Oregon. Aloha. Welcome, Barb. Jenny. I gotcha. Awesome. From Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, Unity, a new thought. Awesome. And you're Linda from Cincinnati and New Thought. Well, welcome, ladies. How about behind you there, my dear? Yeah. Lisa. Okay. Awesome. Now in Kona, from Ohio, Utah, Kona. So Lisa was here for the circulation day yesterday, found out about it, and now joining us here at the service. Thank you, Lisa, so much. And I do that thing, O-H-I-O. Takes 4 people to do that, right? Okay, and anybody joining us online, we'd like to share it out as a congregation, everybody together. Aloha, and God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we do have lots of food upstairs. It's like a potluck, but we also have the board meeting, so it's going to be eat them up quick so that we can get to the board meeting as soon as possible, but we've got so much food up there. You got to come upstairs and share some of that. And with that, we're going to go into just a few announcements, but first and foremost, we are a prayer ministry. We have the prayer request forms right there in the back of the sanctuary up in our office. There's a little wooden box. Place your prayer requests in the wooden box, and our chaplains pray over them here and then send them on to Silent Unity. Silent Unity is based in Lee Summit, Missouri, Unity Village. Unity churches across the world send their prayer requests to Unity Village, and the spiritual community of Unity has the Be Unity app. With this app downloaded on your phone, you can get instant connection to prayer requests, affirmations, meditations, and utilizing that power of prayer. It's tenfold when people come together and pray together. So let's utilize this power of prayer and fill out those prayer request forms. Mahalo. God bless you. And now I have a few more announcements that I've asked Roger to come up and share for us. So please welcome Roger.
Up there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Congratulations to Candy Bauer, Team Member of the Month. Mahalo, Candy, for your loving service to our spiritual center. We are blessed to have you at Unity of Kona. Candy feels she has found spiritual alignment with Unity principles and is a newly elected member of the Board of Trustees. Candy organized and ran the 2022 UOK Golf Tournament fundraiser, and we welcome your can-do attitude. Candy, your willingness to offer whatever support is needed and share your time and talents is greatly appreciated. You are a bright and shining light. We are grateful for your spirit of aloha. We love you. As mentioned, today at noon is the board meeting. Everyone is welcome. Big mahalos to everyone who helped with Circulation Day and the bake sale yesterday. Very successful event. Monday evenings from 6 to 7, Dondi leads the ukulele jam sessions from beginners to experts here in the sanctuary. Bring your uk, some are available to use, and come to learn, play, and share. They're a lot of fun. Join us for an evening with self-healing, meditation, and discovery, facilitated by our own Sean. Want to raise your hand? This Tuesday. Tuesday evening, 6:30 to 7:30. We look forward to seeing you. They are a blast. Thursday mornings from 8 to 9, I teach Qigong at the Old Airport Beach Park. It is the last beach, so drive to the end of the runway and walk a bit beyond the parking area to the northernmost sandy cove. Be ready for takeoff. Reverend Sophia is available to make pastoral calls to congregants who would like a one-on-one prayer or pastoral conversation. If you would like to receive a call, there is a sign-up sheet in the back of the sanctuary. To add your name, feel free to send an email to unityofkona@gmail.com with minister call in the subject line. Please also include your name, phone number, and the best days and times for her to reach you. We are offering group acupuncture on Sunday, March 23rd at 12 noon for about an hour and a half. There is a sign-up sheet with a few spaces left at the back of the sanctuary. If you're interested in participating, we also, if you can't make it, we have private acupuncture sessions available by appointment with your acupuncturist, me. Some of our ohana are in need of food items. Please bring foods that do not require refrigeration and not much cooking, such as canned and packaged dry goods. The box at the top of the stairs labeled Hawaii Food Basket will be used to collect the items. Mahalo nui for your generosity. And lastly, as you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Kindly consider supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor and sharing your time, talent, and treasure. There are several new sign-up sheets at the back of the sanctuary for you to consider, along with the refreshment sign-up sheet upstairs. Mahalo.
Thank you, Roger. I don't know what we'd do without you here. He's our greeter today, too, so he's got his hands in about all the pots going on around here. So thank you, Roger, for all you do for us also. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And now's the time when we get right into it. And let's do our daily word. And today I've asked Gail to come up and do our daily word. So welcome her, please. Gail.
The thought for today is quietness. In quietness, I am refreshed and renewed. Sometimes, especially on my busy days, I need to be quiet, to step away for a few moments and simply be. I begin by finding a comfortable place. I feel my body relax, my breathing become regular and easy, the busy stream of my thoughts slow as I open my mind and heart to the divine presence within me. I affirm God is here. Relaxation deepens as I focus on this simple thought. Peace, love, and wisdom and understanding fill my awareness. In this timeless moment, there is no discord. There are no concerns. There is only God within and all around me. My heart's wisdom hears the words, I am with you always. Refreshed and renewed, I return to the activities of my day. My soul is at peace and my mind is clear. Inner harmony is restored. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. And I know, as for myself, I always need a reminder to calm down and relax. So repeat after me. In quietness, I am refreshed and renewed.
Mahalo, Gail. Thank you so much for reading that for us. And that starts our service, and now we move forward into just a moment of meditation. And closing your eyes, if that feels comfortable to you, let's visualize the sanctuary. And as we visualize the sanctuary as a beautiful heart, let's take a deep breath. Breathe in the loving energy of those around you. And as you see them, energy flowing in and through you, See that loving energy flowing around every person in this sanctuary. And then you expand it, breathing out, expanding it to every person in this world, and every being. And in the events, circumstances, if there are anything going on in your lives or anybody you know in need of prayer, let's see them now in the center of what we just created, this most beautiful, loving heart. As our thoughts, our prayers, expanding to the world, and then coming back to us, we come together for our prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Mahalo keakua. Thank you, God. Amen. And now we have some music coming in as our choir will come approach this stage up here as we get ready to sing our another song for you guys. This Little Light of Mine. And so if you know it, you sing along with us.
You know, when we're looking for a song, we usually do a pretty mellow song. But the word for the theme is Zeal, and it's kind of difficult to find a song that's really slow, mellow, when you're thinking of Zeal. So
it'll be our slow song. We're going to sing each verse twice. If you aren't comfortable singing it with us the first time through, come join us with the second time through.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let everybody. Thank you, choir. And now we come into our service, meditation, and message. And we're introducing Reverend Sophia Falke coming into us live from, hopefully, Henderson, Nevada. Yeah, and so she's our minister of record, and what an honor it is. She's going to share a tale about unstoppable spirit, the courage to move forward with zeal. And so zeal's the word today. And so please welcome Reverend Sophia.
Aloha. I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me. Are you familiar with that? Yes, some of you are. Yeah. That was written by Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore as he got up one morning when he was 93 years old. I know some people, not me, who jump out of bed each morning ready to start a new day. Raise your hand if that's you. Most of you seem to be like me. Ease into the day. I had a roommate in undergraduate school who was one of the bounce out of bed people. And each morning she would wake me with, "Rise and shine, a new day is dawning." And I'd throw my pillow at her. Because I like to ease in with a quiet zeal. Now, this is our 10th week of studying the 12 powers or attributes of man, identified by Unity co-founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. So let's see how you'll do. I'm going to give you another exam. Thank you very much. I know you thought you were out of school. What is the first power? Faith. Then give me another power. I'll take them in any order. Okay. Yes, order is a power. Huh? Love, wisdom, strength. Yep. Power. How about imagination? Remember, the greatest nation is imagination. Understanding. Very good. And will. And yes, we already said order. And today, the 10th power we're speaking about is zeal. But you already knew that. Now, the disciple associated with zeal is Simon. And Simon's often referred to as Simon the Zealot. The color is orange. This is as close as I could come to orange for you today. And the area of the body is the back of the head. Now, zeal can show up as something positive and as magnificent as Niagara Falls. Or it can show up as negative energy focused on a false belief and separation from God. We see the negative aspects of zeal in religious and political zealots that appear to be a little bit more prevalent in the 21st century. And we might label these zealots as fanatics because they are so zealous in the righteousness of their beliefs and their causes. And they lose touch with the oneness and divinity in each of us and between us. What exactly is zeal? The dictionary definition of zeal is great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or an objective. And we're seeing that in today's world. And whereas zeal can be a powerful force for good, It can also be used toward a cause or objective that separates us from God and each other. Actually, zeal is neutral. It's simply a form of energy, a form of energy that lies within each of you, waiting for you to call it forth. Charles Fillmore defines zeal as intensity, ardor, enthusiasm, the inward fire of the soul that urges humankind onward, regardless of the intellectual mind of caution and conservatism. An inward fire of the soul. Is that beautiful or what? The urge to move forward. People often think that zeal and enthusiasm are an outer demonstration of spiritual, emotional, or physical breakthroughs, and that we need to make an outer demonstration of our experiences to show zeal. But do we? Because zeal, like love, comes from within. And I enjoy that the words zeal and enthusiasm are often considered synonymous. I mean, they have the same basic energy. I like this connection because the root word for enthusiasm is either entheos or enthys, which means spirit within or God within. Spirit within or God within. So might zeal be an inner calling from which you can create an abundant, loving, joyful life? Think about it. When in your life have you called upon the power of zeal to accomplish some goal or passion that pulsated in your soul? You had an inner fire that could not be stopped. The challenge with this inward fire is that we need to call on the other 12 powers to temper and direct the power of zeal. One that comes immediately to mind is the power of wisdom. You need wisdom to direct zeal in a constructive, high vibration direction. And you might call on the power of love because if you love zealously, do something in love from the power of zeal, it will most likely turn out for the good. And then there are the powers of understanding and order. Understanding so that you are aware of the impact and outcome of your zeal, in order to ensure that in your zeal you stay on track toward your goal. There must be a tempering of your zeal and enthusiasm so that you don't become separated from your higher purpose. Your higher purpose as a spiritual being having a human experience. Now, zeal is essential for life. Charles Fillmore says, the man without zeal is like an engine without steam or an electric motor without a current. Let me repeat that. The man without zeal is like an engine without steam or an electric motor without a current. Have you ever felt like that? That something was missing? You had no oomph or no energy, no zeal for life? It's not a pleasant place to be, is it? In the book of Revelation, that's written to the 7 churches of Asia, where we read, I know your works. You are neither cold nor hot. Would that you were cold or hot. So because you are lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew you out of my mouth. Ew. Spew you out of my mouth. This is, in essence, telling you to draw upon the power of zeal in your lives and not hold back. Call upon the power of zeal so that you do not live in the land of lukewarm. And you have a perfect example of either hot or cold right in your backyard. What is it? Your volcano, Kilauea. It's either hot or cold. There is nothing lukewarm about your volcano, is there? When I see the news reports of Kilauea erupting and the red hot molten lava flowing down the mountain, the reports generally talk about its devastation. But there's also a powerful creative force at work. I read that in the past 30 years, Kilauea has added 500 new acres of land to the island of Hawaii. So while it's destructive, and it might take out homes and roads and other man-made structures, it is also contributing a massive amount to the island and its people. I mean, just imagine how much more beachfront property you're going to have. If you want to talk about a contribution, more than 80% of the Earth's surface above and below sea level is of volcanic origin. I didn't know that. So think of the zeal that went into creating our Earth, the land we walk on. So how about you? When was the last time you erupted with zeal and enthusiasm to create something hot for yourself and your community? And is there somewhere in your life that you feel like you have no steam? Where you have no electric juice flowing in and through you? Where you are neither hot nor cold? Let's just have a fun experience. Usually it's Sasha who does this with you, gets you moving. But I would like everyone to stand up if you're able. And I want you to do something with your body with zeal. Just go crazy. Is it waving your arms? Is it jumping up and down? Dancing. I love it. I love it. I can see you. Good job. Good job. How does that feel? Yeah. Zeal. I mean, the energy that flows through your body when you move it. Kayla, you're rocking it. All right. You can settle down now. I love when you go crazy with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I remember when I was a kid, and I come from an area that was created by the receding glaciers, and we had gorges. And I still have my T-shirt that says Ithaca, my hometown, is gorgeous. And we used to go to this one park where they had dammed up at the bottom of the waterfall, so we had a swimming hole. And at the time, I mean, I noticed the last time I was back home that they no longer allowed you to go right under the falls because, of course, it's liability. But when I was a child, they trusted us not to do silly things. Anyway, so we could go to the falls on one side and walk underneath, and we'd hold on the rocks, and there was a little ledge that we could walk on, and we felt the power and the zeal of that waterfall crashing over our bodies, and it was such a freeing experience. And sometimes we'd fall back into the water because it was too much for us, but it was exhilarating. And that's the experience that we're invited to have when we talk about zeal in our lives? Is there something that is so exciting to you right now that you'd like to call upon the power of zeal? Something that says, come to me, come to me. You can move forward with all the zeal and enthusiasm that you can draw forth from the universe, from God. Your Unity of Kona, and you have a new board now. Well, some of you are new and some of you are returning. But board members, hey, raise your hand, board members. Raise your hand so people know who you are. See, these are the people. Yes. Yes. These are the people that are leading you forward with zeal and enthusiasm into whatever the next iteration of Unity of Kona will be. And it's exciting times for you. So I invite you to really look into the areas where you can call upon your zeal as a church ohana, where you can call upon zeal in contributions to your community. I mean, I love that you have your circulation day where you are serving your community, where people don't have to worry about, oh, do I have enough money to buy clothing, or do I have enough money, for new pots and pans, or whatever it is that they're looking for. But that you are opening your doors and you're inviting people in to experience the unity of Kona Ohana. So I invite you to ask yourself, how do I want to live? Do I want to live in neither hot nor cold? Do I want to live in lukewarm? Or do you want to live in zeal and enthusiasm and take hold of life? Now remember the opening affirmation. I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me. Let's say that together. I'll break it up for you. I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me. You are amazing. You rock. So are you ready to sizzle? All right. So as you go forward this week, I invite you to look for those areas where there's no oomph and where you can introduce sizzle and just call upon God and do something crazy with your body just to get your energy up. And then move forward, steadily forward. So let's take a few moments now and take this into meditation. Now that I got y'all excited with dancing around before, let's calm down. And I invite you, if it's comfortable, to close your outer eyes so that your inner eye can see more clearly. And breathing deeply, breathing in the light and the love that is God. And on the exhale, release any tension you might be experiencing in your body. And again, breathing in deeply, breathing in that incredible healing energy, breathing in the light. And when you exhale, release any dis-ease you might be experiencing. And again, breathing deeply. And this time, when you exhale, Release any emotional upset you might be experiencing. Remember, the breath is a powerful experience. It's a way to claim your zeal and enthusiasm whenever you feel down and out or lackadaisical. Breathe in deeply. Call upon zeal. So let's deny any power that listlessness or apathy might have over you. Allow my words to be your words. I give no power to thoughts and feelings of listlessness or apathy. I give no power to thoughts and feelings of listlessness or apathy. And in its place, affirm, I am infinite energy and intelligence pouring forth in zeal. I am infinite energy and intelligence pouring forth in zeal. I invite you to bring to front of mind anything right now where you would like to experience more zeal. And affirm, Jesus Christ is now here, raising me to his consciousness of divine zeal. And I enthusiastically express the inner spiritual urge of zeal. Jesus Christ is now here, raising me to his consciousness of divine zeal. And I enthusiastically express the inner spiritual urge of zeal. And now let us take that zeal and enthusiasm and radiate it out into the world along with your love and light. Where there is darkness, shine your light. Where there is fear, ignorance, anger, radiate your love. And know that you are powerful beyond measure. And in this simple experience, you are transforming the world. One thought, one word, one action at a time. And as you return to this time and this place, remember, you fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm as you spring forth to do the great things that are here for you to do in this world. And so it is. Amen.
Reverend Sophia, mahalo nui, Saloa. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.
Aloha.
Aloha. What an honor it is to have her coming in and sharing her zeal with us here this morning. And now is the time in our service. Well, we'll let give your tithes and offerings in support of the ministry. Our ushers will make their way around, and there are many ways in which you can make your donation, in which we are abundantly grateful. And some's going to appear up in the board. We have the QR code for the PayPal, and those attending service, our ushers will take care of that. And there's a building fund, a little house in the back over there. If you have any spare change, throw it in that building fund box there so that we can move forward in that sanctuary of thought and prayer in the new sanctuary coming in, because we're going to grow and we're going to need more space. So let's all carry that in thought and mind. And now I ask you to please take your gifts in your hands as we hold them together. We'll do our offertory prayer now on screen. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And so it is. We have some little more music coming on for you all as our ushers move around, and then we'll do our closing ceremonies. So thank you, everybody. And music, we've got high hopes. We do.
You may know Frank Sinatra's High Hope. And if you do, please join in and sing any part of it, or especially the chorus, the part that you know, the High Hope.
Okay. Got high hopes for this.
Next time you're found with your chin on the ground, there's a lot to be learned. So look around. Just what makes that little old ant think he can move that rubber tree plant? Anyone knows that an ant can't move a rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Ooh, oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. When trouble calls and your back's to the wall, there's a lot to be learned. That wall could fall. Once there was a silly old ram, thought he could punch a hole in the dam. No one could make that ram scam. He kept butting that dam, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. So anytime you're feeling bad, instead of feeling sad, just remember that ram. Oops, there goes a million kilowatt dam. A billion kilowatt. Oops, there goes a billion kilowatt dam. 'Cause we've got high hopes. We've got high hopes. We've got high apple pie in the sky hopes. And problems just a toy balloon. They'll be bursting soon. They'll be bound to go pop. Oops, there goes another problem kerplop. Oops, there goes another problem kerplop. Kerplop.
Woohoo! Thank you, guys. That was nice. Our ushers are now moving forward. And so it's time to bless these gifts and offerings. Now on the board. There it is. Let's do this together. Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in our center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Next Sunday, my friends, guest speaker Sasha Knowles, and her topic will be the power of release, making room for divine good, releasing what no longer serves us, whether it's old beliefs, past hurts, or fears, and creating space for a greater peace, joy, and divine flow in all of our lives. And as we get to closing, let's make a circle right behind the cameras as we'll hold hands and do our closing songs. Let there be peace on earth and aloha oi. Don't forget all the refreshments upstairs. Fellowship before the board meeting. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let's dig deep this week. Find that zeal in our hearts and wake up right away in the morning. All right, my friends. Until we meet again, we'll do aloha oi. Aloha oi. Aloha oi. Eke ono nano ikaripo. One fond embrace. Ahoy aheo. Until we meet again. Or say a hooey ho. Come back and see us next week. Same time, same channel. Refreshments upstairs, board meeting right before noon. So please join us for that if you care to. And definitely